Hey there, how there, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to today's Spirit of 1976 title belt boxing fight card. We're doing lightweights today. We did all the major weight divisions. You have to be in a major weight division and you have to be active in 1976. You don't have to start your career in 1976 or end your career in 76. As long as you're active during 1976, even if you start from 70 to 79, that you're eligible. Starting this week and for the next 6 weight classes, we will not be in America. I apologize, but there is some great that's outside of the US. Anyway, so we're going to be in the Philippines next week, then Mexico, Puerto Rico, back to Mexico, Argentina, and Japan. So anyway, let's see that we have a good fight card on our hands. No iconic Canadians, but we do have a rarity, which we will get to in the second fight. Our first fight is old McLuffy against James Baskin, who won some kind of contest to get here. You see the cutman and the trainer. Amy Hayes, your announcer for this first fight here. Jasmine Bloggs, the ring cut girl. Terry O'Connor is your referee. Tom McDonough, Edgardo Kugler, and Raul Ortega are your judges. Roy Pate Helmet is your ringside expert. McLuffy from Algeria by way of Paris, France. Well, he went to Paris, France. From 1966 to 1977, he was 43-9-2, the African lightweight champion against Baskin Bubba, as they call him, from Beaumont, Texas. His career from 74 to 83. He was 36-0, Texas State lightweight champion, but he's going to get a chance to fight with the big boys. And all that. And I know you probably would think, Terry O'Connor, is he a Canadian referee? No. I find that if you have a fight card, but you have multiple ethnicities, multiple nations, the referees will be randomly selected and not just for the country. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This bout has
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
And yeah, McLofi wins. Yeah, he was knocked down 3 times, right? Yep. That will hurt you every time. You just couldn't get up after the third one. And everyone had him 67-64. So that's all right. And now these lightweights, Kathy Davis and Yvonne Barkley. And you'll be thinking, wait a minute, they're lady boxers in the 1970s? Actually, I didn't know that. When I did my lightweights card and then tried to figure out who should be on the card, lo and behold, I saw Kathy Davis, and I'm like, okay, well, do I have a second, competitor? And again, lo and behold, I did. Yvonne Barkley. So they're gonna fight. Ray Connolly is your announcer. Tony Weeks, your referee. John Grakowski, Isaac Shalabella, and Yusako Yoshida are your judges with Andres Rat. The Rat, ringside. Kathy Davis, the cat from Poughkeepsie, New York. Upper New York, that Homer Simpson once mocked. 5'10", 145 pounds for this fight. World Lightweight Champion. 7-0 against Yvonne Barkley from Harlem. 135 pounds, 76-84. 2-1. Sister of Iran Barkley, who was a pretty good boxer in his own. Number one junior lightweight 79, number 1 lightweight 80-84. And beat Smokey Robinson on TKO as Canada's first sanctioned pro bout.
Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
Barkley gave it all she got, but Kathy Davis will win by unanimous decision. Well, the punching accuracy hurt Barkley 16% to Kathy Davis's 50. Scorecards show that Barkley had a few rounds, but basically by round 8, Davis had dominated the fight. Next up is Edwin Vertere, lightweight, against Jim Watt, 69 versus 68. Joe Humphreys, the announcer. Jerry Bloggs, ring card girl. Mickey Fan is your referee. Michelle Hastern, Richard Flaherty, and Rodolfo Hill are your judges. Tom Trunsell is your ringside expert. Fure from Puerto Rico by way of New York, 134 pounds, 69-83 was his career. 31-6-2 in real life. In San Juan, he tied Frank Navarez like a journeyman. Jim Watt, 0-1 from Glasgow, 136 pounds. Glasgow's where they're having the Commonwealth Games, the big multi-sport event that is the biggest that no American participation because the Commonwealth nations are the ones that serve under the monarchy. Watt was 38-8, WBC lightweight champion. He fought in Edinburgh last March and got TKO'd by Scott Harrison. It was like, how the heck do you lose to that guy? But yeah, they both had terrible matches against terrible.
judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
I'm so sad that Bird today came back to tie the match. Remember, a match is going to end in a tie. It's not a tournament. Hellstrom puts it 116-114. Well, okay, it's a unanimous decision because they would have had the fighter's name on it. Flaherty says 116-115. Getting a lot of points. And Rodolfo Hill says at 116-114. All for Jim Watt. So Edwin did not do enough. Let's look at the pledge. I don't know. The scorecards. Yeah, Jim Watt. Yeah, that so-called expert didn't know what he was talking about. 789 went to Watt, and that was enough. I think. Yeah, I think that 789 was enough for Watt to win. Halfway through, Alford, the only Canadian lightweight from 76. He's 0-1 against Villamar Fernandez, 1971. Lupe Contreras is your announcer. Jan Block's your ring card girl. Jurgen Langels is your referee. Arturo Velasquez, Isaac Shalabala for another fight, and Paul Artist are your judges, with Don Cost, your ringside expert. Al Ford from Edmonton, 5'5", 137, 67, 82. 55, 19-0 was the Canadian lightweight champion. He fought a card June 2025 against George Chuvalo. I think this was a Canadian tournament. Yeah, this was a Canadian tournament and got decision. Villamar Fernandez from the Dominican Republic by way of the Bronx, 141 with weight 71 to 85, so he's eligible 30, 11, and 2. In Santo Domingo, he split decision Marquis Sosa. It was kind of weird how the Dominican Republic had a fight card, but, well, whatever. But yeah, Villamar wins. Here we go.
ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Canada, if Al Ford could pull one out of the hat. They said he did. I know. It was like, well, that was a cream puff opponent you put Ford in. But no. I mean, I looked at the numbers and I said he was 1-0 Phil Lamar. So I'm like, give him a shot. But that's because, what? He sees it 114, 114. Chalbala scores about 116, 114 for Phil Lamar. Wow. Well, this is the tire for Ford. Ortiz scores at 114, 114. Even. They have called a majority draw on this one. And the fans in Montreal are fuming. Was it the right call? Well, Ford did suffer a cut. The punching accuracy, I think Villamar would have had it. Overall score points, Villamar 344, 342. So that ringside guy gave Canada first false hope. It was almost like every other round. It was like one round to one guy, one to the other. So Velasquez gave 6 rounds to Ford, 6 to Villamar. Shalbala gave 4 to Ford, 6 to Villamar with 2 10-10s. And Ortiz gave 6 rounds each. Yeah. So that was a lucky bounce for Al Ford. He would have lost. Anyway, 2 more fights to go. We got Espen de Jesus and Jose Luis Ramirez. The Canadian fans are really leaving the stands, but they're going to miss the main event. Howard Lay is your announcer. Marisha Devonish, your ring cut girl. Arnold Pukra is your referee. Petra Metria, Ricardo Duncan, and John Giacomantonio from Luxembourg, if I remember right, is your judges with Bray Pace back to ringside expert. De Jesus 0-2 Vita, as they call him, as in life. From Carolina, Puerto Rico, 5'5", 140, 69 to 80, so he's eligible. 57-5, the WBC lightweight champion. He fought in Louisville, got decision by Fidel Barrera, and then lost in Chicago last April to Jesus de Pimento by DQ. Jose Luis Ramirez from Culiacan, Mexico, 137, 73 to 90, 102-9 WBC lightweight champion. And I thought he had a fight. That's not.
Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has
Judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
Big KO. So Ramirez with the KO of De Jesus. Was it going well for De Jesus? It was close. And you got U.S. Panama and Luxembourg. Yeah. Kind of was. But hey, Jesus suffers another loss. One more fight. One more fight. Roberto Duran, the man who actually would have done it. If Stade Olympique actually was a stadium in title belt boxing, I would put it at Stade Olympique. But Roberto Duran, remember winning that big fight with Sugar Ray Leonard at Stade Olympique 1980? Oh, when it won against the lightweight from Scotland, Ken Buchanan. Ben Bentley, your announcer. Rosanna Pizzo, your ring card girl. Jurgen Langel's back to being referee. Dwayne Ford, Steve Weisfeld, and Tony Castellano are your judges. Lee McRae is your ringside expert. Duran 011, Manos de Pietra, Hands of Stone. From Panama City, 5'7" and 100, and I think 38. 68 to 2001. Can you believe it? He fought till he was 50. 103, 16 and 0. WBC middleweight champion, WBA light middleweight, WBC welterweight, and WBC/WBA lightweight. So 4 weight classes. He won comeback of the year in 83 and 89. Iran Barkley, Davey Moore, Pepino Cuevas, Sugar Ray Leonard, Carlos Paulino, Espen de Jesus, Edwin Fury, Villamar Fernandez, Sol Mombi, Tatsi Sumasu, Ken Buchanan. He beat in real life, one of the greatest lightweights of all time. 0-1-1. He drew to Panama Al Brown in Panama, and then got decision by Michael Spinks in St. Louis last year. In the meantime, Ken Buchanan from Edinburgh, 5'7", from 1965 to 1982. 61 and 8, WBA and WBC lightweight champion. He fought in Edinburgh, decision Elkie Clark. So that's his only fight. Here we go.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
I think you did. I think you came. Yes. Oh yeah, that was a little too easy for Roberto Duran, as he actually admitted it in the press conference. His punching accuracy wasn't there, but he did knock down Buchanan 3 times. Obviously, you got to pick him. Buchanan, according to the judges, only won on rounds 8 and 9. So yeah, Buchanan tried to make a move, but he failed. Roberto Duran winning in Montreal. Well, that was powerful. 4 fights for the red, 3 fights for the red corner, 2 for the blue, and that tie between Ford and Philomar. That Ford got lucky. It was a tie. Philomar probably would have won. But yeah, so not bad. Not a bad card at all. So that was all having a couple of knockouts. Could have been 3 if Buchanan didn't get up on time. That would have been a fast knockout. But anyway, that's the way the ball bounces. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.